CHiPs, 1977 to 1983, was more than just high-speed chases and California sunshine. It was a TV phenomenon that introduced us to unforgettable characters and a beloved ensemble cast. As time has passed, many of the actors who brought this iconic series to life have sadly left us. In this tribute, we look back at 39 CHiPs actors who have passed away, honoring their roles on the show and the legacies they left behind in film and television history. Whether they were series regulars or memorable guest stars, their contributions helped make CHiPs a classic. Clarence Gillyard Jr. portrayed Officer Benjamin Webster in CHiPs in 1982 when he was 26 years old. Officer Webster was a calm and focused presence on the highway patrol team, bringing a quiet confidence and intelligence to his duties. He stood out with his composed demeanor and sense of duty, often acting as a stabilizing force amid high-speed chases and chaotic incidents. Though his role was not as central as Ponch or John, Webster's character reflected the professionalism and diversity growing within the force during the show's later seasons. In real life, Clarence Gillyard Jr. was a versatile actor and academic, best known for roles in Walker, Texas Ranger, and Matlock, as well as his breakout role in Die Hard, 1988, as the tech-savvy terrorist Theo. Beyond acting, he became a respected professor of film and theater at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. He passed away on November 28, 2022, at the age of 66. While the cause of death was not publicly disclosed, he had reportedly been battling a long illness. His legacy lives on through both his screen work and his students. Johnny Seven played Dawson in CHiPs in 1978 when he was 55 years old. Dawson was a minor but memorable character, tough, assertive, and with a presence that suggested a complex past. Whether as a suspect, witness, or authority figure, Dawson brought intensity to the episode, matching the fast pace and street-level tension that defined CHiPs. Johnny Seven's gravitas made even a brief appearance feel significant, reinforcing his reputation as a reliable character actor. In real life, Johnny Seven had a long and steady acting career, appearing in over 600 television shows and films. He was often cast as tough guys, mobsters, or military men, roles that suited his rugged voice and demeanor. Off-screen, he was also an inventor and held a patent for a gun-shaped toy with 7 functions, marketed as the Johnny 7 OMA. He passed away on January 22, 2006, at the age of 83 due to complications from lung cancer. Though not always in the spotlight, Johnny Seven's contributions to television were lasting and distinctive. Warren Berlinger portrayed Bickl in CHiPs in 1978 when he was 41 years old. Bickl was a quirky, fast-talking character who brought a touch of comic relief and unpredictability to the episode. Known for his wisecracks and high-energy antics, he often found himself in over his head, adding tension and humor to the patrol officer's daily grind. Berlinger's natural charm made Bickl a memorable presence, even in a single-episode role. In real life, Warren Berlinger was a veteran actor of stage and screen, known for his boyish energy and comedic timing. He starred in films like Blue Denim, 1959, The Wackiest Ship in the Army, 1960, and had numerous guest roles in TV classics such as Happy Days, Love, American Style, and Murder, She Wrote. Off-screen, he was a dedicated family man and continued acting well into his 80s. Berlinger passed away on December 2, 2020, at the age of 83. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His decades-long career left an indelible mark on American entertainment. William Smith portrayed Michael Adams in CHiPs in 1980 when he was 47 years old. Adams was a physically imposing and intimidating character, typical of the antagonistic roles Smith often played. Whether involved in crime or conflict with the highway patrol, Adams added danger and unpredictability to the episode. Smith's deep voice and muscular build made him a natural fit for such roles, and he brought charisma even to the roughest characters. William Smith had a legendary career as a Hollywood tough guy, best known for his roles in Laredo, Rich Man, Poor Man, and Any Which Way You Can, where he famously fought Clint Eastwood. He also appeared in Conan the Barbarian as Conan's father. A former bodybuilder, fluent in several languages and a Vietnam-era Air Force veteran, Smith was as fascinating off-screen as he was on it. He passed away on July 5, 2021 at the age of 88. No cause of death was officially announced, but his death marked the end of an era for fans of gritty old-school action cinema. Jim Brown portrayed Romo in CHiPs in 1979 when he was 43 years old. Romo was a bold, intimidating figure, likely involved in a high-stakes crime plot or shady dealings, who posed a real challenge to the highway patrol. Brown's physical presence and calm menace made Romo a standout character, adding gravitas and danger to the episode. Though a guest role, it showcased Brown's ability to dominate the screen with just a few scenes. In real life, Jim Brown was far more than an actor. He was a legendary NFL fullback for the Cleveland Browns, widely considered one of the greatest football players of all time. After retiring at the peak of his career, he transitioned to acting with standout performances in The Dirty Dozen and Three the Hard Way. Beyond entertainment, Brown was a passionate civil rights advocate and social activist working on gang intervention and youth empowerment. He passed away peacefully at his home in Los Angeles on May 18, 2023, at the age of 87. His life was one of groundbreaking achievements, both on and off the field. Don Redberry played Frank Taylor in CHiPs in 1978 when he was 68 years old. Frank Taylor was a gritty, no-nonsense character whose hardened exterior and ambiguous moral compass kept viewers guessing. Whether tied to a crime or caught in a personal vendetta, Taylor exuded intensity, perfectly matched to Barry's signature tough guy persona. His scenes were emotionally charged, giving the episode a dramatic edge. Don Redberry rose to fame in the 1940s as the star of Adventures of Red Ryder, earning his lifelong nickname. He later transitioned into character roles, often playing gunmen, villains, or authority figures in westerns and crime dramas. Despite a strong screen presence, Barry's off-screen life was troubled. Sadly, on July 17, 1980, at the age of 70, Don Redberry died by suicide from a self-inflicted gunshot wound shortly after his wife filed for divorce. His passing marked a tragic end to a career that once symbolized the rugged heroism of early Hollywood serials. Marjgery Bennett portrayed Mrs. Downey in CHiPs in 1977 when she was 73 years old. Mrs. Downey was likely a quirky and lovable older woman, possibly a witness or bystander caught in the chaos of a freeway incident. With her distinct accent and expressive face, Bennett brought a lighthearted, almost whimsical touch to the episode. Her character added a touch of warmth and humor, offering a contrast to the high-speed drama unfolding around her. In real life, Marjgery Bennett was an Australian-born character actress whose career spanned both silent and sound film eras. She often played elderly spinsters, landladies, and comic relief characters in shows like The Twilight Zone, I Love Lucy, and The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis. Known for her theatrical flair, she remained active into her late 70s. She passed away on June 14, 1982, at the age of 77. The cause of death was undisclosed. Though rarely in lead roles, her familiar presence was a beloved part of mid-century American television. Larry Storch portrayed Franco in CHiPs in 1979 when he was 56 years old. Franco was likely a comical and fast-talking character, possibly a petty crook, eccentric witness, or offbeat passerby, whose antics provided comic relief in the episode. Larry Storch's elastic expressions and perfect timing made Franco a standout, even in a short appearance, adding a vaudevillian flair to the show. In real life, Larry Storch was best known for his role as Corporal Agarn in the classic TV comedy F Troop, 1965 to 1967, a role that earned him an Emmy nomination. A gifted impressionist and voice actor, he also contributed to animated series like Tennessee Tuxedo and The Pink Panther Show. Storch performed well into his 90s and remained a beloved figure on the convention circuit. He passed away peacefully in his sleep on July 8, 2022, at the age of 99. His death marked the end of an era for fans of classic television comedy. Danny Wells portrayed Gordy in CHiPs in 1979 when he was 38 years old. Gordy was a lively, streetwise character who likely found himself in the middle of some fast-moving action or comedic mischief. With a friendly but unpredictable demeanor, he brought a sense of spontaneity to the episode. Danny Wells was known for infusing his roles with charm and humor, making Gordy a memorable figure despite limited screen time. In real life, Danny Wells was a Canadian actor and voice talent best known for playing Luigi in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, 1989, and for his many guest appearances on TV shows such as Sanford & Son, The Jeffersons, and MASH. With a career spanning 4 decades, he was admired for his comedic timing and warm screen presence. Wells passed away on November 28, 2013, in Toronto at the age of 72. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. His portrayal of Luigi remains a nostalgic favorite among fans of 80s and 90s pop culture. John Ericson portrayed Bob Patterson in CHiPs in 1978 when he was 51 years old. Bob Patterson was a charismatic yet possibly shady character, someone whose charm may have masked a deeper involvement in one of the show's moral dilemmas or criminal cases. Ericson brought suaveness and depth to the role, creating a complex figure who kept both the characters and audience guessing. In real life, John Ericson was a German-born American actor with a long career in film and television. He starred alongside Anne Francis in the detective series Honey West and had roles in films such as Bad Day at Black Rock, 1955, and The Student Prince, 1954. Known for his good looks and versatility, Ericson worked steadily from the 1950s through the 1980s. He passed away on May 3, 2020, at the age of 93 due to pneumonia. His body of work remains a testament to the classic Hollywood leading man era. Andrew Dugan portrayed Judson Stamp in CHiPs in 1979 when he was 56 years old. Judson Stamp was a powerful and possibly antagonistic character, someone with influence, secrets, or a shady business that clashed with the values of the highway patrol. Dugan's commanding presence gave Stamp gravitas and credibility, contributing to an episode filled with suspense and intrigue. In real life, Andrew Dugan was a prolific character actor with a deep, authoritative voice and a long list of credits in both television and film. He starred in shows like Lancer and appeared in numerous westerns and dramas, including Bonanza, The Twilight Zone, and 12 O'Clock High. His tall stature and strong demeanor made him a natural fit for roles involving military men, judges, or corrupt businessmen. He passed away on May 15, 1988, at the age of 64, due to throat cancer. His legacy endures through decades of classic television appearances. Simon Oakland portrayed Bruno in CHiPs in 1979 when he was 60 years old. Bruno was a gruff, no-nonsense character, possibly a seasoned criminal, a tough businessman, or a suspect who refused to cooperate. Oakland's deep voice and authoritative delivery made Bruno a formidable on-screen presence, giving the episode added weight and tension. His characters often embodied power, secrecy, or hard-earned experience. In real life, Simon Oakland was a prolific character actor best remembered for his role as the psychiatrist in the final scene of Psycho, 1960, and as Tony Vincenzo in the cult TV series Kolchak, The Night Stalker. He frequently portrayed cops, military men, and authority figures across a career that included appearances in The Twilight Zone, Bonanza, and The Rockford Files. Oakland passed away on August 29, 1983, at the age of 68 from colon cancer. His commanding voice and presence made him a staple of mid-century American television and film. Bruce Glover portrayed Chuck Harris in CHiPs in 1977 when he was 45 years old. Chuck Harris was a tense, quietly menacing character, possibly a criminal or someone wrapped up in a shady scheme, whose presence injected suspense and unease into the episode. Glover's intense stare and cold composure made Harris feel genuinely dangerous, even in limited screen time. His portrayal added grit and realism to the fast-paced world of the California Highway Patrol. In real life, Bruce Glover was a respected character actor best known for playing the chilling assassin Mr. Wint in the James Bond film Diamonds Are Forever, 1971. Over his long career, he appeared in dozens of television shows and films, frequently cast as villains, eccentrics, or threatening figures. He was also the father of actor Crispin Glover, and the two occasionally collaborated artistically. Known for his offbeat performances and devotion to the craft of acting, Bruce Glover passed away on March 12, 2025, at the age of 92. Though the cause of death was not publicly disclosed, his legacy lives on through a body of work that spans decades of unforgettable roles. Cindy Morgan played Jennifer in CHiPs in 1981 when she was 30 years old. Jennifer was a poised and engaging character, possibly a romantic interest or someone entangled in a case that brought emotional nuance to the episode. Her stylish appearance and calm confidence added a touch of glamour to the storyline. Cindy Morgan's performance gave Jennifer substance beyond a typical guest role, leaving a lasting impression with her screen presence. In real life, Cindy Morgan was best known for her breakout roles as Lacey Underall in Caddyshack, 1980, and dual roles as Laura and Yori in the science fiction classic Tron, 1982. Her beauty, intelligence, and cool charm made her an icon of early 1980s cinema. Off-screen, she was known for her support of veterans organizations and her appearances at fan conventions, where she remained a favorite among Tron and Caddyshack fans for decades. Cindy Morgan passed away on December 30, 2023, at the age of 72. The cause of death was not officially disclosed. Her legacy endures through her iconic performances and continued influence on pop culture. Ken Berry portrayed Kelly in CHiPs in 1980 when he was 47 years old. Kelly was likely a well-meaning and humorous character, possibly involved in a misunderstanding or comedic subplot. Berry's light comedic touch and affable screen presence made Kelly a likable figure who offered levity in the midst of the action. His charm and timing were signature elements of his performances. In real life, Ken Berry was beloved for his starring roles in classic sitcoms such as F Troop, Mayberry RFD, and Mama's Family. A trained dancer and veteran of Broadway, Berry combined physical comedy with wholesome appeal. He had a gentle charisma that made him a favorite of family audiences across multiple decades. Ken Berry passed away on December 1, 2018, at the age of 85 from natural causes. His contributions to television comedy remain a cherished part of American pop culture history. Brian James portrayed Billy Joe Ackerman in CHiPs in 1979 when he was 34 years old. Billy Joe Ackerman was likely an erratic wild-card character, possibly involved in reckless behavior or an unpredictable crime plot. Brian James excelled at playing unstable, high-strung individuals and brought a kinetic energy to the role that would have left a strong impression on viewers. His portrayal added intensity and unpredictability to the Highway Patrol's investigations. In real life, Brian James was a prolific character actor known for his memorable role as Leon, the violent replicant in Blade Runner, 1982. His distinctive look and raspy voice made him a frequent choice for roles in sci-fi, action, and crime films, including Tango and Cash, 48 Hours, and The Fifth Element. James appeared in over 100 films during his career. Tragically, he passed away on August 7, 1999, at the age of 54 from a heart attack. His versatility and ability to make even minor roles unforgettable have earned him a lasting place in cult film history. Madlin Rue portrayed herself, or a character sharing her name, in CHiPs in 1979 when she was 43 years old. In the episode, Madlin Rue brought poise and emotional nuance to her role, whether portraying a public figure or a fictional character named after herself. Known for her refined demeanor and expressive eyes, she added class and sophistication to the screen. Even in a guest appearance, she delivered a performance that combined strength with vulnerability. In real life, Madlin Rue was a respected actress known for roles in Ben Casey, Star Trek as Lieutenant, Marla MacGyver's in Space Seed, and Perry Mason. In the 1970s, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis but continued to work for years despite her declining health, transitioning to wheelchair-bound roles later in her career. She was admired not only for her talent, but for her courage and perseverance in the face of illness. Madlin Rue passed away on December 16, 2003, at the age of 68, due to complications from pneumonia. Her determination to keep performing left a lasting impression on the industry. Bill Daly portrayed Balford in CHiPs in 1979 when he was 51 years old. Balford was likely a slightly bumbling but well-intentioned character, perhaps an inept official, civilian in trouble, or someone caught in a comedic mess. Daly's talent for light, nervous energy, and comic timing made Balford a fun and memorable addition to the episode's storyline. In real life, Bill Daly was best known for playing Major Roger Healy on I Dream of Jeannie and Howard Borden on The Bob Newhart Show. With his affable, slightly scatterbrained persona, Daly became a familiar face in American sitcoms through the 1960s and 70s. He also worked as a game show guest and stand-up comic. He passed away on September 4, 2018, at the age of 91 of natural causes. His ability to bring warmth and laughter to every role earned him a place among the most beloved comedic actors of his era. Who's your favorite character from CHiPs? It's always tough to say goodbye to beloved cast members who are no longer with us. How does that make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate having you in our community.